Welcome back. It's Super Z-Rod. It's been a long time, no see. The video that we have today is in the Marsh Cup in Flash Tournaments. It's a Discord, and I'll leave the link in the description. I love this Discord. Check them out, please. We have a team featuring Double Legacy Dewgong, Sableye with Return Best Buddied, and we have Shiftry, we have Toxicroak, we have Alolan Marowak, and Quagsire. The Quag! Well, and we're going into a game with Warrior J-Max. Warrior J-Max is on a quest to do 1,000 matches, and when he gets to 1,000, he'll be able to get an interview with the Silph Arena. The Silph Arena is putting this Marsh Cup up together, and let's go into the battles, covering it with a possible win. If we get this foul play, we could. It doesn't land, so we don't get it. Did we get the other foul play off? No. So he takes the lead, but we're sitting pretty good with one shield up, one shield down. We successfully shield the Shadow Bone. The Shadow Bone further confuses me because sometimes I say Bone Club, I might say Shadow Bone. Here we go for a Bone Club. And I knew coming into this we were weak to Swampert, and there we have it. Swampert beats both of our Pokemon. With Mudshots being weak here, and the Hydro Cannon being weak to our Alolan Marowak here. So that's GG's. Game 2 versus J Warrior. We have Alolan Marowak. I don't mind throwing the foul plays at this Alolan Marowak. Yeah, and we get to counter down an Alolan Marowak. You don't see that every day. Bone Club wouldn't have taken us out. He has enough for 2. It's not a play that I could convince myself to do again, so I might not counter down on Alolan Marowak again. And the Bone Club's coming in. He might have been able to Mudshot us down. We weren't out of energy though, so almost to another Bud Bomb could have been scary. And he reveals the next Pokemon. This is a losing scenario, but as long as I shield this and get off Icy Winds, we can debuff it, and it becomes really close. He doesn't shield this, so I think that might be the winning scenario. Of course, he's gonna shield the second one, or this could be a KO. And he shields the second one. And does he shield the third one? We don't get to the Icy Wind, so he Power Whips us and takes out our Dewgong, and I wait to, maybe his switch clock isn't up, so we take out Foul Play. Thunder. It's not stab, so I recommend that you do the Power Whip, and then I have 2 Power Leaf Blades here. And that's GG's. And game 3 in round 1 against Warrior J-Mac. This is not a convincing lead. I get a Mud Bomb off, and he doesn't shield, so we are taking super effective, but from the Mud Shots, and Toxicroak is very squishy, laggy, and if he doesn't shield, it seems like he had enough, more than 3 seconds to decide to shield because of the lag. And that's GBL. I really hope we can fix it. So I go into my safe switch. I foul play this. There's no really reason to lead up energy to a return because it's going to do neutral. And I let this Power Whip go. I believe because I let it go, he tries to get us down with just fast moves. He's trying to farm us down. Almost farms us down, but we get to another foul play, and that's how we win the game, because there's nothing he could do here without a shield. I do flex here with a dirty swap. It's just a bone club, and nobody expects this, but I'm going to water pulse this Alolan Marowak. We could shield, but I'm flexing. I didn't know that this water pulse would KO, but that's GG's. Going up against Lucky Boy, he has Swampert, Shiftry, Galvantula, Mantine, Haunter, and Frostlass. We pick a good lead, and then we go into Sableye. Sableye versus Swampert. So we actually beat Swampert with energy advantage. All we need is 1. So if he hits an Earthquake, then it KOs us. But I'm not mad. The thing is, my opponents in the past have not gone for an Earthquake. However, I do think that this was a poor mistake because he can't hit me for super effective on any of the moves. Poor decision. We are just going to use Icy Wind debuffs. It is doing neutral, and for the reason that he switched in, I don't know. He might go, well, Aerial Ace is a bad move after these 2 debuffs, but he goes Icy Wind, and further confuses me why he switched in Mantine. So I'm going to farm down. Ice Beam does do more than Bubble Beam, I think. Does it? I think I saw it do more. Here's Bubble Beam. It didn't do a lot. Yeah, then I farmed down because I didn't want this Bubble Beamed, and I don't shield. And I get off this Mud Bomb on the Galvantula, and I don't want him to farm down. He gets 2 Volt Switches, and I use this Icy Wind to kill the Galvantula. And that's GG's. Going straight into game 2 of round 1. We get a pretty decent lead. I think because it's weather boosted, buddy boosted Sableye, we're able to take this. Straight foul play, Hydro Cannon. Again, if we get Earthquaked, that's a bad game. So we lose. He could Earthquake us. It's easier to get to the Earthquake after the first Hydro Cannon. There we go. He takes the game. He ended up using 2 shields on that Swampert though. That was unnecessary. And we get shield baited, but the Shadow Ball here is going to be better than Shadow Bone. So it takes out the Shiftry. And now we have an Alolan Marowak, which is pretty good against the team. We really have to take out this Swampert. I don't mind countering down. Okay, foul play down. Or snarl down. Earthquake puts us in the red, so we are really close to losing. But 2 Leaf Blades would do the trick. I just go extra just to seal the deal, but that was close. Good game. And leading Toxicroak into a Frostlass is bad, so we safe switch into Sableye. Sableye gets met by Swampert. Swampert might lose this if he doesn't hit an Earthquake. I don't shield this Hydro Cannon because that's what it takes to win in this condition. And another Hydro Cannon, and we get off another foul play. If he does shield, he shields, right? He doesn't shield. So we take the lead. We take the switch. Foul play is going to be bad for this. So Toxic Oak against this is not very good. It's decent. Lunge is double resisted, so I do expect people to throw it, but I end up shielding just because it would hurt to throw a debuffed move and I don't shield just because it's I believe it's double resisted. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it's double resisted. Yeah, it's double resisted. Big props to Quest 2 Master for hosting the tournament. He's bringing Galvantula, Alolan Marowak, Toxicroak, Sableye, Ferrothorn, and Quagsire, the Quag. Quest 2 Masters rocking the Quag. Some similarities to his team are Sableye, Quag, and let's see, Alolan Marowak. Thanks for hosting this tournament. Thanks for everything that you do for Flash tournaments. I recommend it to all my friends all the time. And we're covering Game 1 and Round 3. Galvantula is a steady lead against our Sableye. And I thought he was going to go lunge. He goes straight for the discharge. I don't know which one does better. But it guarantees a shield because lunge would have debuffed us. We don't get to another foul play and he farms us down. Now he could go for the debuff. He doesn't reveal his other move. Alolan Marowak takes it down. Fire spins. Okay, so we realize he's weak to Alolan Marowak in the back. I believe he has 2 Pokemon weak to Fire Spin. It's interesting. So I bank that he has Ferrothorn, and we get a Mud Bomb off on this Shiftry, which is a decent position to be in because the Sludge Bomb would have gotten close to a losing situation. So this condition is good unless he has a Flash Cannon. He has a Power Whip, so he's probably rocking Thunder, and we get off a foul play. This will come close to KOing, and we get the opportunity to farm down, but I'd rather come in with a Alolan Marowak and farm down, and then throw the Mud Bomb, and Mud Bone, Bone Club, and that's GG's. 2 in round 3, we're up against Quest 2 Master, and we're going to lead Toxicroak versus Galvantula. This is perplexing, interesting. I safe switch into Sableye. Don't know if he had us. Okay, so he wanted to throw a discharge. I don't mind that. I thought there was lag at first, but I think he just didn't come across a counter switch to Sableye. So that makes Sableye the safest switch. Okay, so we get a discharge, but we take both shields. And he still hasn't shown lunge, so discharge is going to take us into the yellow. It's pretty bad. And this could be bad. He could have Ferrothorn in the back. This is why I don't bring Dewgong, because the Power Gem is better against my Dewgong than a Return Sableye. And that's when I realized that I need to ditch Dewgong. He has a lot of counters for Dewgong. Yeah. Icy Wind takes out Toxicroak. And we switch immediately into Toxicroak. He's able to either farm our Dewgong down, or he's able to farm this down and then throw the foul play into Dewgong, and that's a good game. Thanks for the game. That was game 2. In retrospect, he led Galvantula, and he had Toxicroak and Sableye in the back. So this time, we get hard countered in the lead. It's a terrible lead, but I used Shiftry as a safe swat, And we get off a couple of snarls before he switches into Galvantula. All it needs is one. So it's a great switch. Shiftry, able to take this lunge, and I go for the foul play. He is going to have to shield. As he did in game 2, he loves to shield his Galvantula. I like that I do resist the foul plays, discharges, or volt switches. So we take this lunge, and then we snarl down. So it's all about taking the lead, and he reveals his third Pokemon, so I know to switch into Quagsire and bank all that energy that I saved up for Shiftry for his Quagsire. So his secondary Pokemon, or third Pokemon, he should have kept a secret, because it could have been a Ferrothorn and we would have been screwed. But I just switched into Quagsire and we take this Stone Edge, and I'm able to Leaf Blade his Quagsire. So that's a quick game 3, and that takes us to the win. So there we have it. We get into double digits in the global leaderboards for Silph Arena, and double Dewgong is highly recommended. I recommend it for GBL. It's going to be infamous for Silph. Not infamous, but invaluable. And infamously, it might be banned. But I'm grateful that I get to use it. I'm grateful for you watching. And check you out later next time. Goodbye.